Good evening. I do you want to know a little confession before I dive into this? I'm gonna give you a little bit of a confession. I make myself listen to the opening music in the open. It gets me kind of hyped. It gets me really sort of um buzzing for this, and I think especially for tonight, that was I needed that little bit of oomph to kind of like help set this for me. Um, That's not a spoiler for anything that's about to happen. But um, you are most welcome to the latest episode of the Emberlight Saga and part 4 of Lights Under Little Brother Lake. Uh, I will give you a very quick recap as to what happened in our last session, and we'll dive right into it. But before that, um, first and foremost, hello to everybody in chat. Um, Welcome along. I want to take a second to let you know that you can use your HP, your heart points, um, to get involved in our games going forward. So if you have enough points saved up, you can always just give us a slight sort of hydration uh say warning, like a hydration warning, notice, a reminder. A reminder is the word. Warning isn't the word. Warning, you're hydrating, or a posture check if that's something you have it in the back. But you can offer some inspiration. You can even donate some gold to the Emberlight Vault. You can even, if you have enough, sow some hope or havoc in a scene for 8,888 heart points. And it's not that you decide what the hope is or the havoc is. You just encourage me as the DM to lean more so into the tragedy or the joy. So just throwing that out there as well. And also, if you, I think it's at 500,000 points, you win D&D, and we immediately stop playing. So you, as the person in chat, win D&D, and that's it for the rest of us. The campaign's over. Um, the I will remind the players, you cannot donate. You can't spend your heart points to give yourself or a member of your party inspiration. You can in other streams for other parties, but not for tonight. Um, so that's the first thing. Second thing to mention is we are the Emberlight Saga is a grimdark fantasy inspired setting. Uh, our game takes place in a world where the gods are lost and the rest of the world beyond the borders and seas of the kingdom of Phaeton have vanished. The world as we know it is lost, and what we have is dwindling. The game touches on some fairly heavy emotional themes and tones, as well as aspects of horror, both supernatural and psychological. Those aren't always everybody's cup of tea, and that's absolutely no problem at all. We do session zeros. We have lines and veils, and we also chat before every stream, just as sort of as a heads up. This is what we might do. So if those things aren't your cup of tea, there's plenty of other D8 Dungeon content out there that you can check out, that you can get behind. I would strongly encourage you to go and listen to the latest episode of Romancing the Dungeon if you haven't. Um, I had to act like a dog. And I didn't have to act like a dog. I just made myself do full on heavy panting into a microphone. And I'm pretty sure I could have gotten paid for that if I needed to, but I didn't. Point me to one D8 thing without trauma. I'll have an answer for you at the end of this session. I'm very busy DMing. So busy DMing. Okay. That is our content warning out of the way. Johnny Space. Yeah, we haven't forgotten Johnny Space. That was a real thing that happened. And there was that one Christmas episode where it started off sad, but then it was lovely and wholesome, because the best Christmas movies start off a bit sad and then they're wholesome. So yeah, so see, sometimes we do fun stuff on the lighter side. And the charity streams are all fun. We've never had a sad charity stream.
Can you imagine?
Oh, there was the one where I played a version of it where it was like Pokemon meets Lilo and Stitch, set in the world of Romancing the Dungeon, but with little fey creatures. And that was lovely, but it was kind of sad. Did Fia shoot you when you were I was going to try and make a joke about that. No, she didn't. She didn't shoot me. She's not there. But anyway. Okay, enough from me. If you didn't catch the episode 2 weeks ago and you haven't had a chance to watch the VOD over on our YouTube channel, to give you a sort of a snapshot of where Serafina, Herodor, Diego, and Felicity are right now, I am going to take you over to a different screen very, very briefly. Because it's not that I don't use maps and stuff. It's just I'm slightly allergic to them. But our party find themselves in the drowned, forgotten village of the name has gone from my head. Kari?
Claro.
Claro. Yeah. There is a place called Kilkari, and I keep confusing the two. But they had found themselves in Claro, having traversed or flown through the empty lake. There, they encountered the wall of water that shields and borders the drowned village. Making their way inside, they regrouped with Herodor, who had made his own way to the village, not necessarily by choice, but the four regrouped only to find, after attacking the wall of water, many of the villagers that are the new occupants of the drowned village had collapsed. They found the ruins of an old shrine on top of a hill, and there they begun to, well, Diego and Felicity begun to communicate with an entity who had attempted to explain what it was doing, why it was doing it, and how that they should join the others, letting go of their pain and suffering and their grief. In this, Diego was able to find Felicia, who he later learned was his daughter that he had forgotten, and through some quick actions, Felicity was able to pull them out of the memories, pushing the creature away and saving Herodor and Serafina from being drowned by it at the same time. In that moment, as its connection was severed violently, the small pool of water that the runes seemed to enclose begun to violently thrash, swell, and it exploded upwards, sending water flying. I asked everybody to roll initiative. Now, some people did. They're in the moment, and I said you can lock those rolls in if you wished to. I don't believe I was smart enough to ask you what those rolls were. Just going to quickly check. Nope, I did not. And I did not. If I did, because I didn't write them down. But did you roll your initiative 2 weeks ago?
I did.
I think Herodor and I did, and we
Okay.
put the pictures in the Discord.
I knew there was somewhere.
So
Yep.
I got a 15, and I
And
believe Herodor got an
18.
18.
Plus,
+1 for me.
so that's a 19.
Oh, so do I have
Text
a plus
there.
anything?
Yeah.
So +1, so 16.
Okay, 16. And then Richard and Gabrielle, if you want to roll your initiatives, and I will do mine as well.
It's a 9.
Okay. I jinxed myself earlier on by saying these dice were better.
Good.
Yes.
So the good news is I have access to my extra dice. So if I have to, I will be swapping them out. Richard, what you get?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Can't hear
I
you.
can't hear you. Yeah.
The subs are picking you up though.
Weird.
Nope, still can't hear you. Hang on. Let's see if there's something I can do. It's saying no microphone detected. That's really weird. And the second they left, I could see their microphone.
Oh.
Audio settings.
Hello?
Yep, we can hear you.
There you are.
You can hear me before today. Anyway, 12.
12. Okay. Okay. So that puts our initiative order as Herodor on a 19. Felicity at a 16. The Declan, I'm just going to say the Declan for now. 13, Diego at 12, Serafina at 9, and the other Declan at 9 as well. But I always give players if we tie, players get to go first. He says now because that's a new rule I just decided there and then. It's how they do it in the Avatar TTRPG system, so I think it's more fun as well to let the player go first. Okay. In this moment, Herodor, as you catch your breath, you feel Felicity's hand on your on your collar, just kind of yanking you out of this wall of water up in front of all of you. You see this spiraling column of water just twist itself up into a vortex. Ribbons and curtains of water just splashing and falling from it, pulled straight back in until this thing rolls out into... It looks like a web of water. And as it starts to hold itself, you see faces in the water. You see it taking on the memories of people. You even see your own just swirling and moving around this thing. Herodor, it is your action.
Fair enough. So, yep, been standing up, gripping my spear in both hands. I'm obviously going to try not to hit any of the faces in particular, but I'm going to try to stab into the water itself, see if that has any effect on it.
Yep, make your attack roll.
I will indeed. And I am obviously attacking with my spear, and that is a wild miss this time at a 9.
Okay. Again, it's the... you reach for your spear, it's in your hand, and then you, tucking it in under your right arm, you lash and just cut out with the spear. The spear cuts through water. You feel it, but it's the equivalent of just splashing water with a stick. Where you cut, you immediately see it sort of fill again. Bonus action?
Not for the moment, except for if I'm assuming we're all kind of like lined up in a row ourselves.
You're kind of you're actually, you would be because of the way it wasn't that Felicity went around and kind of grabbed everybody separately. It was just reach and grab and pull. So if you're looking at the map, your back is to that slope down. So we're looking in at those runes. Felicity, it's your action. You just saw Herodor slash out with his spear.
I think just so I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery. I don't have anything specific I want to say. Felicity's just pissed at this entity. The idea that he kept presenting this to her as everyone's choice when he's clearly been like luring people and manipulating them, and then when they choose to free themselves, immediately it's attacking us. So she's gonna cast Vicious Mockery and basically just call him a gaslighting hoe.
And that's a wisdom saving throw or a charisma or
Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 1d6 psychic damage.
That's a 26.
Well, fantastic.
Whoa.
You shout up at the water. If and you feel the magic well up around you as you cast it outwards. The water doesn't even ripple. Bonus action.
Yes. Is anybody? No. Is anybody injured right now? Like, is anybody low on hit points right now?
Only
From
slightly.
the choking on the water and things?
I don't think we took any damage from that.
Okay. No, then
No,
nothing
I
else.
was just gonna kill you.
Ooh, he giveth and he taketh.
Okay.
Then I'll hold on to it.
You see the again, Felicity, as you look up and you are cursing up at the water. You see large globules just sort of hang and drip, and they fall to the ground. One lands, like it looms over you, and it lands just behind you, about 5-10 feet, and there is a burst of water. It's like somebody filled a water balloon and just dropped it. Where the water hits the ground and it just bursts open, you see 5 tendrils of water just spread up and out and like ooze off as 5 water oozes form behind you. That is, the entity is known as the Pale Wake, by the way. That is its action. It is Diego.
Okay, so it has just created 5 more problems for us to deal with.
Mhm.
Okay, Felicia is physically with us now? Or was that purely a...
No, that was you'd left, she's below, so that was purely sort of a memory because she wasn't up here with the water.
Cool. My priority right now is that we need to warn the villagers, but I have no idea how we're even going to begin doing that, and everything just got about 6 times worse. I am going to play 7 sharp notes really quickly off in a row, and each one creates a little flash of light, and then cast, I think it's called Starry Wisp, which is a blinding mode of light at a creature in range. I'm going to make an attack roll against the Pale Wake. That's a dirty 20.
Yep, it's gonna hit.
Fantastic. And I will deal 1d8 damage with a rider. So 7 damage.
Okay.
And then the creature emits dim light in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the invisible condition till my next turn.
You see it up in front of you, Diego, as you pull sharply on the strings of your lute. Light sparks kind of kiss off the strings, and they don't dissipate. They rise and gather around the hum. And then there is just this burst of light from the tips of your fingers, from the instrument, from around you. And this shard of light just cuts straight up into the air, swirling up with the water. And as it does, it sort of splashes and darts through the pale wake. You see it, and you see the light refract and bend from inside all around, like creating these ribbons of light, these fractals outwards. You see the creature. You see it sort of sink into itself, and it crushes the light. Bonus action?
No bonus action. I'm just going to turn to the others and very loudly, "We have to warn the villagers."
And that takes us to Seraphina. I think you might be muted.
I think I had just specifically did it the opposite way around. When Herodor had punched it, or with his thing, is
Spear,
it?
Yeah.
It just had no effect on it.
It didn't, like, where you saw Herodor cut into it, and the water immediately just filled back out.
Okay, I'm still gonna try to do an unarmed strike on it, and then if that doesn't work, I'll bonus action dash down the hill.
Okay.
Okay. Christ. It's a 9. That's hilarious.
No.
Yeah, and that was on like one of the globules, obviously not like the huge
Yeah.
water fountain.
Oh, that was on one of the little oozes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kind of turning around and kind of pressing your back against Diego, Seraphina, you see these 5. They look just like globules of water. They don't there's nothing kind of different about them. They literally just look like blobs of water that move. There is little, like, as you move slowly close to one, you do see sort of like a little, what looks to be like an orb of light of some sort inside it. And dropping low and just sweeping the leg, you connect the globule. Your leg literally splashes through it, and it reforms itself.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna bonus action dash down the hill toward where people.
Do you want to disengage? Because if you dash, you're going to take attacks of opportunity.
Fuck's sake.
They are in between us and
Yeah.
They are. Well, I can't disengage and then also leave, right? Like those are two actions that I'm trying to do at the same time.
You can disengage. So you attacked as an action, and then you were bonus action dashing. Can you bonus action disengage?
I don't think I could do both of those, can I?
You can only do one bonus action.
Yeah.
So your character will let you know, like, if you click your little bonus action tabs, it'll show you what you can do.
Yeah, sorry. I suppose I like the disengage. I don't think I think that's a rogue thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Bonus action. So that would just be, yeah.
So if you want to dash, I mean, you can still dash, but you will take 3 attacks of opportunity.
So sorry, I lied to you. I can do patient defense, which is the disengage action as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I will do that.
And then you can use your movement speed. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Nope. It's fine. Because I was like, I play a monk. I think I can do a thingy.
I'm very new to monks.
Yeah. No, but I was like, maybe I imagined, or maybe I lied, and I wasn't supposed to be able to do that. But yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
It's a moment where, as you drop and sweep the leg, seeing it having no effect, in that same momentum, you throw yourself into the spin, up onto your hands, and then spring out over the globules. They they don't react because it happens so blindingly quick. You push yourself off your hands into the air, landing not as gracefully as you intended, but it's kind of skipping and slipping in the mud over the spawn,
Okay.
and you can move just to the bottom of the hill.
Great. Okay. As I'm sprinting away, I'll shout back to Diego like, I'm gonna go warn them. I promise. I'll try.
And that takes us to the oozes. And I don't think I can't move that. Yeah, 2 are going to follow you. No, they're not. They literally just roll down the hill towards you. The other 3 are going to attack, and they are going to go for Diego, Herodor, and Felicity. And that is a 18 to hit Diego.
I don't know my AC. 1 second. Yeah, that definitely hits.
That's 4 damage. It is a 13 to hit Herodor.
That's a miss.
Okay. And it is a 9 to hit Felicity.
That's a miss.
Yeah, they just slap forward. It's just a surge of water forward, and as they do, Diego, you just see this little tentacle of water just whittle out and then slap hard. It catches you as you tend to take a half a step back, just a second too late. Herodor and Felicity, you see several of these little kind of branch-like tentacles just jab out, but you are able to defend or move out of the way before they hit. Yeah.
Can I cast Silvery Barbs and make them re-roll their hit on Diego?
You can. As your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 16 to hit. Okay. Yep.
I tried.
I will re-roll the. I assume I re-roll the damage then as well.
It just says re-roll the attack.
Re-roll the. Yeah. So yeah.
And then Herodor, your turn is up next.
It is.
So your next attack roll or saving throw, you have advantage.
So I re-rolled the attack. I re-rolled the damage with it. That's 8 damage.
Shame on you.
So
I was trying to help.
Rough.
Okay, Herodor, it's your action.
Fair. So these things have tried to attack me. Am I able to see that glowy ball in the middle of them?
Yep, you can.
Then I'm going to try to strike the nearest one to me.
Go for it.
Obviously trying to assist, and I have advantage, yes?
You do.
That was, wasn't it? And just in case, I get my highest out of those 2 is a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And I'm going to be dealing a 5 points of damage.
Okay. This is your spear again.
Yeah.
You seeing kind of like with your back against the pale wake and this little mini ooze of water in front of you, watching this little light sort of bob and weave inside it. You take the spear and you jab. It doesn't, like, it's not solid. Like, it's not like a stone or piece of glass.
Yeah. But
it feels thicker. Like, you feel the spear go through water and then it hits something a little bit more solid. Any bonus actions?
No, but I just remembered it's actually 6 damage, but that's only a slight change because I have Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
And also, because of that, it's now sapped, so its next attack roll is at disadvantage.
Cool. Okay, I'll take that on board. Thank you.
Bonus action-wise, I have nothing that would be useful at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. Felicity, you watch Herodor stick one of the oozes, and it gets caught. Like it's actually stuck.
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it.
At the same one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 13.
Meets it, beats it.
Wonderful. So that's 1d10. If I can find my d10s. Which I can't. I have everything except for 10s here. 5.
Okay. You watch it as Herodor almost seems to pin it down with his spear, holding your fingers up and just clicking your nails together. There are sparks. A wisp of flame forms, whizzes up around, and just explodes outwards. The spawn near you, you watch it recoil, like it reacts, and then the one that Herodor has pinned shrivels and hisses as it is struck by the bolt of fire. Any bonus actions?
I don't think oh yeah. I'll cast Healing Word on Diego.
Okay.
2d4 plus my spellcasting ability. Oh, Diego. That's 8, and then my spell cast, it's a +5. So you have like 13.
Perfect.
I need. Okay, I'm going to be fair about this.
That's terrifying.
It's so unlike you.
Okay.
Don't antagonize him mid-combat.
I'm going to roll a d6. 1 to 2, it's Diego. 3 to 4, it's Herodor. 5 to 6, it's Felicity. Okay. It's a 5. So Felicity, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. It's just what I have -1 to wisdom. All right, 16.
Okay. And okay. In this moment, as you feel that magic around you, and you feel kind of the warm kiss of the flames, and you see the two spawn react so violently to the fire, there's this presence behind you, like something looking over your shoulder. And as you turn, you see that the pale wake, part of it has dropped low, and there's a face next to you, and you see your father, and his eyes meet yours, and something inside, something reaches in deep into your mind, into your psyche, and you take 9 psychic damage as you push it out of your mind. Diego, your action.
If I see that happening, I am going to immediately firebolt Felicity's father's head. So I run my hand along the strings, not even a note, and the friction just creates a lick of flame, which just launches out. And let me roll for that. 22.
Yep, 22 is going to hit.
For 5 fire damage.
Okay. Again, it's that the strings get warm, they begin to glow, and fire hisses from your instrument. It cascades outwards into these little blades of flame. They dart, exploding as they kiss against the water that resembled Felicity's father. That burst, you watch the entire pale wake recoil, like just violently retreating from it. And the faces become this tumultuous weaving of just churning violent water inside itself. Bonus action?
No bonus action, I'll hold that. And I am going to start shifting slowly away from this thing towards the direction of a hill. I know
Okay.
we need to move,
No,
but I'm not willing to leave anything behind.
If you're going to move, you still have one of the oozes engaging with you as well. So if you want to move out of its space, you would take an attack of opportunity from it.
So if it was behind me, it's between me and the hill, I can just sort of skirt around it and dodge that for the moment. I will have to deal with that at some point, I assume.
Yeah. But if you are, so if it's that you're not running away from it right now, you are just sort of looking
Trying to get
make
into a more
Gotcha.
advantageous position for when I do.
Serafina, you're at the bottom of the hill. There are two oozes rolling towards you, but they're with no real structure, with no real solid mass. They're not moving fast. You
Okay.
can see out into the drowned village. You see water has begun to seep. When you had first kind of moved through the market, it was kind of ankle deep. Now you're trudging through it. Now it's just below your knee.
Oh gosh. Okay. And how I've got a speed of 45. How far did I make it down the hill?
You made it right to the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And can I see the like the villagers that were like passed out? Are they just underwater now?
You had I believe you had taken steps to kind of pick them up and kind of prop them against kind of some of the carts, some of the stalls, some of the buildings. They are still unconscious. They are, and you see some of them are. It's up. They're up to chest height.
Okay. Is it a bit of like metagaming fuckery if I now know that flame would hurt this a little bit?
Would do, because you weren't there for any of
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Okay. And they're not near me.
So it's that weird thing. You are between the pale wake up the top of the hill, and you are just at the beginning of the hill. So you've the market in front of you, you've the pale wake behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even though
you
all
could-
of this water is rising, everyone is still like unconscious.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm definitely not gonna be able to wake them up. Right. I suppose I will just classic try to strike one of them. Like, do they have any sort of mass, like the middle ball of mass or anything?
You can see that little orb moving inside them. That's about it.
Okay. This feels dumb, but can I try to just strike that, I guess?
Yep.
That is a dirty 20.
That hits. You can roll for damage.
Okay, so 1d6 plus. That is a 5.
Okay. You seeing that none of the for lack of a better, we're going to call them the villagers because they're not really from here, but the villagers that you had kind of propped up against some of the carts and stalls, they're not conscious. They're not reacting to the water rising around them. You look back up to the hill. You see Diego, Herodor, and Felicity engaging with the pale wake. And from here, looking up, it looks briefly, Serafina, you would have seen this. It looks almost like a whirlwind has touched down on a river. Like you can see just this vortex of water rising out of the hill upwards. You see these ghastly faces painted in the water, in the light and in the dark, in the swells and in the gushing. And then the oozes the two small globules approach, and bracing your arms, planting your feet, you take a breath, you still yourself, and somebody whispers in the back of your mind, patience, watch, wait, and strike, and your hand flows like water. It flows like the wind, and it just cracks out from you, and with the back of your hand, you strike against one of the spawn. There is just it's like you've punched a vat of water, but as you push through it, your hand connects with something thicker, and you push, and you see the spawn sort of sink as if it's lost its shape or its ability to hold its shape for a second, and then it flattens and rises and holds its form again. Bonus action.
Because there's two of them, I should probably do the dodge. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I will take the focused patient defense so that I can take both the disengage and dodge action as a bonus action.
Okay. So you're dodging.
Yeah.
Okay. The spawn are going to lash out again. And this time, Felicity, the one that you had, Herodor had pinned, that you had attacked, lashes out towards you, as does the one in front of you. And that's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
And a nat 20. Okay. So that's... 1 second. We'll do the 15 first. That's 6 damage on the first attack. 7.
I would like to silvery barbs the crit.
Okay. And that's still an 18 to hit.
It hits.
So you take 14 damage in total.
I had 9.
You had 9 hit points. Okay.
I wouldn't have been able to hellish rebuke in that time. Before I knocked out.
After the first attack?
After the first, yeah. Were you still standing?
Yes.
Okay. You can hellish rebuke the first one.
Okay. Then I will hellish rebuke.
Oh. I'm sorry. The one that you attacked with firebolt had disadvantage.
Oh yes, because my disadvantage.
That's true.
That is a 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, so you only take 7.
Okay, and I'll still hellish rebuke.
You can. That's the second one. Yeah. So the first one doesn't hit.
Okay.
Whew.
Thanks. That was scary. Did not like it.
Just like to remind you all that I could have just pretended I didn't remember. So
that is fair.
So the second one that I'm gonna hellish rebuke has to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Oh, goody! I don't think these things are. No, great. They're not particularly. That's an 18.
God damn it. Okay. Sorry.
Half damage.
It just half as much damage. Yeah. So 2d10. Let me get in here.
Diego, it's a 21 to hit you.
7 and a 4, 11. So half to 5 or 6.
And round up. Yeah.
Okay, so 6.
12. Okay. And 7 damage to Diego as the one that, again, you are moving around it. You're not moving out of its space. You are trying to sort of circle it, keeping the pale wake on your left and this thing kind of to your right. As you look up, seeing just this broiling maelstrom of water overhead sink as if it's about to crash on top of all of you and then rise again, you you miss as the spawn just lashes out again, just a whip of water, striking you in the back of the head. And then Serafina, you have dodge, which I get disadvantage
Yes, disadvantage.
on both. Or
I think so.
first?
Any
Mm,
attack, is it?
yeah, all incoming attacks to have a disadvantage.
That sucks. Okay.
It took a key point, and I've only got 3 of those. Okay.
Okay. So that's it's a 8 or a 17.
Oh, I have a
so-
17 AC.
No, yeah. So the 8.
Oh,
yeah. So
you did
I'm
both.
rolling. Yeah.
Right.
And then that is a 24 or a 13.
Woo! Misses.
Yeah. It's again. You hear this woman's voice.
Mm.
Be as the wind and the water, and as the spawn kind of rise, you watch them. They look and act almost like a swell of water. It's just a surge. You don't move. You don't react until the last second, and you watch as there is just this coiling, this twisting of water, and a dart forward, and you circle half a step, turning your body as the first shoots past you. The second lunges for you, and you just drop backwards, bending your back. The water just courses over you. You twist yourself back up into your stance, and that woman's voice is gone. Herodor.
You are the one, Neo.
Uh,
I'm going to slink around to the other side of where these two are,
Mhm.
and I'm going to strike the one that is in front of Felicity.
Okay.
To move myself into a flanking position, hopefully to grant myself advantage.
Yeah, you can.
Because hey, sounds like a good idea. And I will roll. And 24.
24 hits.
And 11 damage.
Okay. Tell me how this thing goes down.
So I kind of like skid through, dodging underneath both of the lashing out towards Felicity. Take that moment to slide underneath them, spinning around and just two-handed, spinning and stabbing, striking directly behind me to where the orb was, and pushing straight through and then flipping it forward again before sort of like standing, just looking down the hill.
As you do this, there's a moment where your spear cuts straight through the globule spawn, and Serafina, you hear a woman coughing.
Ooh.
You look over your shoulder. It's that Furbolg woman. Her body starts to rattle,
Oh.
and then she slumps over to one side. She's not moving. Bonus action, Herodor.
None other than just slinking into that space in between so that I'm making myself a target for the ones that are there to try and protect the casters.
Okay. Felicity.
So, okay, I have an idea, but are we within 30 feet of the town? Like, okay.
You're not. No. You can see it below you at the bottom of the hill, but no. Seraphina wouldn't. You can just see Seraphina, but
Okay.
she'd even be with outside that range.
I'd like to use my movement if I can to get within 30 feet, like where they would be able to hear me if I was using thaumaturgy to make a sound down there.
Again, if you still have one of these oozes, so it
Still
will
have
take
one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. I absolutely can't afford to take an opportunity attack. Okay. All right. Then I'll cast Firebolt again at the one that's still engaged with me.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Why aren't you working? I have the worst luck with D&D Beyond, you guys. That is 9 plus 5, so 14.
14 hits.
Perfect. 1d10. That's an 8.
Tell me how you defeat this one.
I think seeing the pale wake take on the form of her father only pissed her off further. So it's that poem that she had in her mind that was kind of keeping her grounded earlier. She's just reciting it like a spell or a prayer, and just reaches a hand out, and it's like an image of feminine rage as she just like shoots that firebolt at that globule.
Okay. It bursts. Like it's like dropping a little bit of water on a hot pan. It just bursts and sizzles, and you see little pieces of it scatter and dance along the wet ground before it just dissipates. Bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself, and then I can't do that until the next one. Okay, so 2d4. Plus your spellcasting modifier. Okay, so that's a total of 8 hit points back. So that takes me up to 10.
And then it is the Pale Wake. That is a Herodor. It's a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
And Felicity a 22.
Yeah.
Okay. And sorry, make sure I read this right. I had other dice. There we go. So
Could you go back to the bad dice?
No. That is 10 psychic. Take 7 bludgeoning damage, Herodor, and 10 psychic damage.
I'm down.
Oh, no, that's me.
That's all to Herodor?
Yeah.
Okay.
That puts me down.
Okay. And Felicity, 10 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
And you're down?
I had 10, exactly.
Okay. You now take a second hit. Okay. 1 second now. In this moment, in this moment, Diego, you kind of hear you hear this burst of water, this hissing, violent hissing sound. You see this. You see Felicity just with this grin, like just this big sort of, I destroyed one, I defeated one, and in that same moment, you watch as she kind of closes her eyes, and she actually scrunches up her face, and you see her lips move as she's glowing. You hear a little melody kind of emanating from her. And you see some of the bruising on her just fade. But in that moment, there is just this wallop of water that collapses out of the pale wake, and it lashes straight down on top of Herodor and Felicity. Both are engulfed and drowned under it as the water just spills out amongst them. You see they are flattened into the earth. Water just spreads out across the hill, but there is a sheet of it sitting on both of them. The pale wake absorbs the rest of the water. It is your action.
Okay. I was going to do something entirely different. My whole turn has gone out of my head. I will look at Herodor, because we're quite close by. And I know he's not as experienced as the rest of us, even if I'm only new to the guild. I've been out and about. Herodor's quite young. And I feel like that means I have to prioritize him slightly over Felicity. I feel a little more protective of him. Maybe as a parent, I don't know. And I just strum a single note, or pick a single note and inch in with it. I just say, Herodor. And that's healing word. I'm going to give you 2d4 plus 3 hit points. Oof, well, 6 hit points.
It's all good.
Which will get you up at least.
Yep.
And then looking at the oozes, which I have now placed between me and Felicity effectively, I will...
There's only
cast
one left. There's only one up. Yeah.
One? I thought it was
Well, and
two
then there's
still.
the two that Seraphina is fighting, but there's one.
Cool.
And the
I'm
pale wake.
going to cast Blade Ward with my action, which is just a cantrip. I just grind my nails against the string and I create this horrific metallic sound. And until I break concentration, or for up to a minute, anything attacking me loses 1d4 to the attack roll.
You do, as you make this awful sound, Herodor, you waken to it. You heard someone call your name, but you hear what sounds like the screeching of strings. Your eyes open on one of the only spawn left on the hill. It jumps violently, like it shakes violently as the sound kind of just ripples through it. Seraphina, by the way, you saw this torrent of water fall from the pale wake onto the hill, but from your vantage, you don't see what it did or who it harmed.
Okay. I think I would shout, so I don't know if they can hear me because we're at a distance.
If you're shouting, you're shouting.
Yeah.
They'll Herodor and Diego would definitely hear.
Yeah. The villagers are all still asleep. They're unconscious. There's nothing I can do. They're going to be drowning soon. The water's rising. And then I'll just keep fighting. I'll try to do another strike at the one that I hurt last time.
Okay.
That's a 17.
Yep, it's gonna hit.
Okay. Ooh. That is... Sorry. Okay, that is a 9 damage on the one.
Okay. And any bonus action?
I'll spend another key point and do the same as last time. Stay alive.
Okay, so you're taking it's that dodge action.
The focused. Yeah.
In the moment, it's that same thing where you shout up the hill, believing that they must still be certain that they are, because if they weren't, the pale wake would most definitely be upon you now. You shout that the water is rising, the villagers are unconscious, and here at the edge of the hill, the water is behind you. It is continuing to rise. You lash out at that same spawn from before, and again, watching for the orb. This time you strike out with the tips of your fingers. You feel your whole arm lock and brace as you jab. They catch and connect, and you see it jiggle against it, like it doesn't, like it, that hurt it immensely. And then snapping your hand back, you brace yourself, waiting for them to strike again, and they're going to. Again, at disadvantage. So that's a 17 to hit or a nat 1. So I'll come.
Oh, excellent.
I'll come back to that one. We'll just do the other one first.
Okay.
An 11 to hit or a 16 to hit. So
Nope.
Those don't hit, but the nat 1 means you have a free action against it.
Oh,
Yeah,
sick.
Yeah. So it's now it works both ways. If you rolled a nat 1 against me, yeah. So you, this is the one that you just struck. Watching and waiting, you have learned how these things lash out. You've learned that it is this pseudopod, this little kind of jut of water. You watch and wait, and the glob, it's too slow. You can see where that little orb, that little jellied piece of water is, and there is an opening as the attack drops, like the water doesn't hold itself as strong. You can make a free attack.
Great. That is a 16.
Yep, roll for damage.
Great. And that is just 5 damage.
It's enough.
Awesome.
Again, it's that seeing it sort of whip out slowly, and the part of the actual tentacles sink and sap. You reach in, you feel it. You can actually feel that it has the consistency of like a firm jelly. You are able to wrap your hands around it and you pull.
Oh.
And in the village, you just hear somebody cry out in pain. As you hold this in your hand, you feel this warmth. I promise you, not this month, but next month, my love, we will be together. I've picked out the ring. Your father has given his blessing. And then there is fear. The rain, the river, the roar of torrents and currents, a gasping for air. And the memory melts in your hand.
Oof.
The other globule lashes out, but it's as if your body reacts all of its own. Your mind might be wrapped up in these memories that aren't your own, but your muscles tense and flex, and you drop as water just shoots over your head. And when you do, your hands find the edges of the water as it continues to rise. Herodor, it's your action.
First things first, I'm going to use a second wind to hopefully get back a decent amount of hit points, but we shall see. I get back 9 hit points.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my healing potion on Felicity.
Okay.
Deeply grateful.
Okay. So when you drink a potion on your turn, you get the full benefits of it. She's going to get half benefits because you're just trying to pour it in.
Yep.
Yep.
which is
So-
D4 plus 1.
So 5, giving you 3 hit points back.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, 2d4 plus 2.
Oh,
normally,
2d4. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
So normally, obviously, maximum of 10,
Eight,
so
is it?
5 hit points.
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so 5. Yeah, 5 hit points.
Yep.
Yeah, Herodor, you just kind of stumble towards Felicity, seeing her lying there, and reaching for a healing potion in your pack. You just tilt her head backwards and you pour the liquid.
Yep.
Some of it is just spilling out over her, but enough, and you see her choke it down. That's your action and bonus action. Felicity, you are up.
Thank you, Herodor. Okay. So I am not engaged with any globules, or like if I try to or move towards the town, I will not take an attack of opportunity right now.
Nope.
Perfect. So I'm going to use my movement to try to get within a 30-foot range of Clara.
Okay.
And then
you can move down the hill. You'll still be
Yep.
about 10 feet from Serafina. But
Okay.
It's
you're
close enough, to be fair.
yeah.
We heard Serafina from where she was shouting,
Yeah.
so...
Okay, yeah. So what I would like to do is cast Thaumaturgy to create a phantom sound. And if you'll allow me, she's trying to make this sound like, because it says I can make whispers. She's trying to make this sound like the loved ones of everyone down there. So she's like putting all of her grief and love and all the sort of emotions that this experience has, like her own father, and then the scene that she saw with Diego and Felicia, and even back on the bed of the lake with I forgot his name, the Fearbog grandfather.
Wallen.
Thank you. She wants to put all of that feeling and all of that emotion into this sound that would originate from the center of the town and move outward to all of the unconscious people. And hopefully they would hear it in the voices of their loved ones telling them to wake up.
Okay, so that's a bigger spell than Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
But tell me
I
what
can also just make it really loud, but
tell me what Felicity says. Don't tell me what does she say as she casts Thaumaturgy on herself to make this sound, to speak? What does she say?
I think it's almost a sob. It would just be wake up, hold on, come back. And it would probably be the words that she had said when she found her father dead. Like it would just be that repeating itself, that sort of grief and love pouring out of just wake up, just those words.
Give me a roll of a d20.
Okay. It's a 19.
In this moment, Felicity, as you pull yourself up, Herodor kind of taking you by the arm and lifting you to your feet, without a second thought, you go running down the hill and you can see Serafina and you can see the bed of water behind her. You watch as the wall of water that surrounds Claro begins to sink, seep, and spill. Behind you, looming, raining over you, the pale wake, with Herodor and Diego still at its mercy. You catch your breath. You are soaked to the bone. There is this pain in you. And as you speak those words, wake up.
They have already chosen. They made their choice. Do not take it from them.
Any bonus actions?
No.
Okay.
I am out of spell slots until I use the ring.
Okay. That takes us to the Pale Wake. And okay. That is a. Where did I put my thing? That's a dirty 20 to hit Herodor.
Oh yeah, that hits.
And it's a 23 to hit Diego.
It hits.
Okay.
Is that with the minus D4 for?
No.
Oh, we'll make it.
I'm assuming, yeah, it doesn't make a difference, but yeah.
Okay.
Still there.
Okay. And so it's. That is 13 bludgeoning damage, Herodor,
Oh,
and 9 psychic damage.
fair.
Okay. And then Diego, it is 11 bludgeoning damage and 6 psychic damage.
I'm
And
obviously dying again, but yeah.
okay. This isn't a wall of water that just drops like it did before. This time, out of the Pale Wake, these two large rivers of water just explode outwards, and they lash out violently against both of you. Diego, it's your action as you are walloped by this almost solid wall of water.
I am presumably soaking wet.
You are.
I stand there dripping and I look down at Herodor and I see that Felicity has made her way down. And I start laughing. And the utter despair of it all, about how I thought this was going to be so great, this was going to be my adventure, I was going to be so brave. And I look at the Pale Wake, and there is a children's tune, like a nursery rhyme called The Giggling Candle, and it's to encourage kids to stay in the light at night, not wander off. The giggling candle is brave and it keeps us safe. And I pluck that tune out on my lyre, standing there laughing, soaking wet. And I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the Pale Wake.
Okay.
Which it makes a wisdom save for.
Okay. That's a 25 on its wisdom save.
Yeah, that makes it.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
what else to do?
you do have, you've just been given inspiration from the Def DM Tony, and you also have your Ember's inspiration from the last session. So whatever about the inspiration from chat, that Ember's one, you can force me to re-roll.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Sounds like this thing has a pretty high save.
Yeah. That's a nat 20. Okay. No. As you, it doesn't take any.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
It is it gets incapacitated and falls prone, giggling and laughing if it fails to save. There's nothing if it passes.
As this melody erupts around you with kind of nothing else but this to play, and it's you don't know if it's the fear, you don't know if it's delirium or shock, but you start to play the giggling candle, and you see dozens of children in the Pale Wake, and they start to laugh and clap and play. and a song begins to fill Claro as the children begin to sing this song. Bonus action?
None, because I used my action for a spell. But I will do my best to position myself between Herodor's unconscious form and the threats.
Spawn. Okay. Seraphina, you can now see Felicity, and you heard her. You hear this drowned chorus of voices singing this song about the flame that wandered too far and the spitting candle that called it back. You see this creature just continue to tower upwards. There is a spawn in front of you. The water is now at your heels.
Okay. And I heard that someone like died behind me, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah. I'm so sorry. And she's gonna try to do something potentially really stupid. As a bonus action, can I administer a healing potion to the globule in front of me to see like that they're fucked up, and I don't I don't want to kill anyone else. So maybe this is the way to help.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay, well, I mean, that feels like the DM just told me, don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time.
Damn, I thought I had something clever. Okay.
It is a lovely idea, but
I thought you were gonna pull some Final Fantasy shit on me. Okay.
No.
Right. I'll do the classic unarmed strike again. That is 22.
Yep. Hits.
Yep. That's a 6, and then I'm gonna bonus action flurry of blows,
Okay.
and try to addle. So that is a 15.
Yep, it's gonna hit.
Great, and I think flurry of blows is 2 unarmed strikes. So, and 14.
Yep.
Yeah, so both hit. Okay.
Both are gonna hit.
So that is 8 on the first one, and 6 on the second one.
There's a moment, Seraphina, where you remember a pair of lips that kissed your cheek. But it wasn't yours. The feeling, the memory, it belonged to a young man. And as you hear Felicity screaming out to wake up, there's a turn in you. Can I save this? Can I? And then you watch this thing move. These memories are lost. And you lunge forward, your fist punching straight through. And the spawn goes to envelop, and you push harder, pushing this thing down into the earth. Your right hand punches down, and you feel it connect, bracing left and right palm together, locking your fingers. You bring them up over your head, and you crash them down on top of the water spawn. It bursts, and you see the faint memory. You see that light flicker. You don't hear anything from behind you. The village is full of water. That was your action bonus action, Herodor.
+2 con.
Okay.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Is that globule still sentient
Oh, sorry,
in any way?
dead. No, gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, gone. Yeah. I mean, that little memory is there if you wanted to reach out to that. Okay. Yep. Just for chat, just in case you're wondering, I'm rolling death saves for player characters. Felicity, you see Gabrielle. You can see the water. It continues to rise. She's just obliterated one of these water spawns.
I think in this moment, Felicity is thinking back to all the times that Malin had told her to step up and be a leader, and sometimes leaders have to make hard choices. So she's gonna turn around from the town back up to the hill, and she's sort of just gonna gesture to Seraphina to do the same. And so Firebolt is 120 feet. Okay, and then she's gonna cast Firebolt at the Pale Wig because she is pissed. He has put one of her little ducklings down. She's so protective of the new members of the guild, and he's put one of her little ducklings down twice now. So her like frustration and rage and failure is all gonna be in this Firebolt that she aims at the Pale Wig itself.
Okay. Seraphine, are you using your movement to... Sorry, I should have asked you that. So you have your movement speed. Are you going to go up the hill as well, or are you waiting down here?
I think I probably would start like running toward the people to get them out of the water, since
the
they're
village?
obviously drowning as
Yep.
things are killing them.
Okay. So you're, as Felicity runs back up the hill, you're running into the village to try and get people like higher ground or out of the water.
I think I would, yeah.
Okay. Yep. Perfect.
That was a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Okay. 1d10. Seven.
Okay.
And then bonus action. I have one more first level spell slot, so I will Healing Word on Herodor if I'm able. 60 feet.
Yeah, no, if you've gone back up, you're right back.
Okay. So 2d4 plus 5. So that's 9 points back to Herodor.
I thank you.
Okay.
We're here for each other, friend.
I think I have to think of something a bit more workable next time.
Your actions only sow grief. You struggle. You are chaff against the wind and an oncoming storm. This world is lost. You have stolen peace from these people. You will drown.
You keep saying it's their choice.
The water wall just collapses. That's its action. Diego, it's yours. You just hear from all around just this roaring rush of water. You all have one more round before you are engulfed in this.
from the vantage point of the hill, I want to look out towards where we first came in, because there was that little, was it a hut or something?
Mhm.
That's where Felicia is, isn't it?
It is.
I just run.
Full disengage.
Are you? Yeah. I suppose I should have asked before I excitedly rolled that. D20. Are you disengaging?
I wasn't going to.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. It doesn't matter anyway because it's only a 10 to hit. You're just gonna run straight down. As you make it halfway down the hill, you're already in the water. Like you're already like just below your collarbone. Like it's that a lot of the runes here are submerged. Serafina, you are swimming. You see a lot. There is just this wave of water that just brings debris and everything kind of spilling towards you. I need you to make an athletics check.
Okay. That's a 16.
Okay, you're able to kind of throw yourself kind of under the water just in time to avoid being struck. As you kind of rise back up again, you do see that like a lot of the ruins of Claro are now underwater. Some of the kind of the first floors are still kind of up above the water, but the wall of water that was protecting or had been pushed back from Claro has collapsed.
Okay. Can I ride my broom up above the water?
Yep, you can take out the broom and go up.
One last time. Why have you trapped these people? Please, just someone. This is not necessary. This pain, this loss. It's unnecessary. I just want to try to shout to the heavens.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, good. -1. Okay, I got an inspiration earlier from chat.
You did.
And I'm gonna use it because I just got a 9. Just got a 0 because I have a -1.
That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I able to pretend that I just had the 9? Like, can we burn that inspiration and just say I got the 9?
Yeah, I'll be nice.
Thank you.
You scream as you reach for the broom and it pulls you out of the maelstrom of the water. You scream out. You don't even hear your voice echo because it's drowned in the sound of roaring water. As the broom shoots up, Diego, Herodor, and Felicity, you see Serafina just explode out of the water.
Can I see any of them?
I don't think I see anything yet. I'm still face down.
That is where we're taking our break.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wow.
this is just a chance to take a quick 5-minute breather. So for everybody in chat, perfect time to get up, grab a drink, grab a snack, stretch. We are going to do the same thing. We'll be back in 5 minutes ish, 5-ish minutes. Thereabouts. We'll see you then. And we are back. If you're just joining us, Serafina, Herodor, Diego, and Felicity found themselves in front of the huge storm of water known as the Pale Wake in a desperate attempt to rescue the villagers they'd left unconscious back in the square. Serafina attempted to run in and alert, only to find that the villagers had not regained consciousness. In that same time, Diego, Felicity, and Herodor attempted to not only deal with the Pale Wake, but also creatures that it had spawned of its own water. A battle ensued, and while the globules were made short work of by the group, the Pale Wake still stands. The waters had continued to rise, and as Felicity attempted to waken the villagers with her pleas and the power of her voice, the Pale Wake responded by threatening, by dooming the group to a watery grave, and the wall of water that surrounded the drowned village of Claro collapsed, and water began to rush in. Diego, remembering where they'd left Felicia, immediately took off running down the hill, passing Felicity, squeezing their arm, casting Cure Wounds. Serafina, almost pulled under by currents, grabs the Broom of Flying and has shot out of the water. Surveying below, Serafina, you just see the village is completely flooded. Some of the buildings begin to collapse. You see Herodor pushing himself out of the ground, Felicity staring at the pale wake, and Diego diving frantically into the water. It is, well, there's no globules left. Herodor.
So yeah, I stand up, kind of wiping blood off like my forehead at this point. It's probably running down, and I'm going to use my second wind again, as I have 2 uses of it. This time getting back only 6 hit points, but hey, 6 is better than none. And I just stare. I'm staring straight at it, and just goes, no matter how hopeless it seems, you can still get up. And I'm just standing right in front of it, hearing the water sort of rushing in at that point. I then take off and disengage towards the party.
Okay. You're going to run down after Diego and into the water?
Not into the water, but where Felicity is obviously as well.
Okay.
But I always want, if anything, to, not even for damage sakes, but I'm just going to fling my spear directly at it to distract it while I run.
Okay. Make an attack roll for me.
I believe that's 17.
Meets it, beats it.
It's only 5 points of damage, but hey.
Okay. Yeah, you standing up, bracing yourself, seeing Felicity standing there beneath this well of raging water, the walls collapsing around you, Diego sprinting down the hill and then diving headfirst into the storm of water. You throw your spear, Herodor, and then take a stand next to Felicity. And it's your action, Felicity.
It's almost unconscious. She takes a small protective step between Herodor and the Pale Wake. I know you're bigger than her, but she walked into this mission as like the leader, and you're the most vulnerable, newest member of her party. To her, your safety is paramount, even over the people down in the town. So she is just gonna just angle herself slightly between them, and speak. She's been speaking directly to the Pale Wake for most of this time. You keep saying that it's their choice, but whenever anyone tries to give them another option, you respond with violence and death and more grief. This isn't about saving them from their pain. This is about you. Whether you're feeding on their grief or you just got tired of hearing it, this is all about you. And I would respect you a lot more if you owned up to that. And she is going to cast Firebolt one more time. But I think also she wouldn't say it out loud. It would be telepathically to the Pale Wake. She's going to offer herself to at least get her guild members out of this situation.
Okay. So you
like
won't,
sort of trading herself. She's offering to trade herself for Felicia.
yeah, you won't be able to attack with Firebolt and connect to this thing psychically.
Okay.
So
Then she would choose to connect with it.
Okay.
I think she's accepted that the town, most of those people are lost in the way that you said earlier to Serafina that the memory was lost. But we at least made contact with Felicia, so she would offer to trade herself for Felicia. I mean, isn't my grief enough?
You keep saying about them making the choices as well, Felicity, and Felicity, you were there. You saw the memory. Felicia chose to leave. She said she wanted to go home.
And as soon as she said that is when he started all of this, which is kind of the bullshit that I'm calling him on.
I have never taken life. I have watched it swallowed, drowned in the dark. I have remembered each one of them alone for over a century and a half. When the world forgot Claro, I remembered each and every single one of them. I know their names. I know their hopes and fears. I know their dreams. I know their last thoughts as the dark took them. These people came here choosing to forget, choosing to let go of grief.
Then why can't you?
Because somebody must remember.
But if you truly gave them the choice, some of them would stay, and some of them wouldn't. And now that they're here, you don't give them the choice. And you threaten us with violence for trying to offer it.
You struck first. I defend
That only works in
this
kindergarten
place.
court.
I defend memory. I defend Claro.
How are you defending memory when you take the memories of the people here from those on shore?
I take what is given.
Then you're letting the people here choose for their families and friends that are left behind.
They believe it for the best.
No matter how you try to rationalize it, what you're offering is not choice. Not for everyone and not equally. And while you think you're protecting something, it causes ripples of pain and grief and confusion as surely as me throwing a stone in this water would cause ripples. At any rate, we took one from you. Or at least she wants to be taken. She wants to go home. And I would take her place if you let her go home with my companions who did not choose to be here.
No.
Give me an athletics check, Felicity.
Yup.
And Herodor.
Getting.
Okay.
12. No, 9. Sorry.
In this moment, as it bellows out the word no, it just drops like a sheet of water on top of you and Herodor. The wall of water now a cascade. Herodor, you find your body just ripped off its feet. You desperately scramble and claw at the dirt to turn yourself upright to fight against the force. And as your eyes adjust to the murk and the dark of the water, you just see Felicity pulled away in a violent current, ripped from the hill. You push yourself upwards, barely getting your head above water. Little Brother Lake has completely returned. You can see Seraphina hovering just above the water.
So my action then?
We're not in combat anymore.
Fair.
Am I dead or just underwater?
Underwater.
Could I quickly message? No.
I'm dealing with Herodor and
Gotcha.
Seraphina at the moment. Okay.
I'm swimming back down.
Okay. You're just gonna go straight back down. Okay. Yep. You dive right back under again.
Yep.
Give me a perception check at disadvantage. Seraphina, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh no.
Rolled a 1 and 2. That's impressive, actually. So, yeah. Total is 5, but hey, it doesn't matter.
I mean, can I see like where Felicity is? Can I see either of them? Can I see Diego or anything?
You saw Herodor.
Yeah.
So it's in the moment that you kind of shot up that the whole thing just collapsed.
Right.
You had seen Diego dive into the water, but then he's completely submerged as the wall of water just fills in Claro. The hill, the ruins, everything is swallowed. You watch the surface of the water, and for a moment you see something thrashing violently, and you see Herodor, and as quickly as he breaks the surface of the water, he dives straight back down. And Herodor, in that moment, as you open your eyes, you a shot of water, just you inhale it, your lungs burn, and you surface to the top again. And Seraphina, you see Herodor dive and come straight back up almost immediately.
Okay. How far am I above the water? Like, am I like just above it?
Kind of about 10, 15 feet.
Okay. Okay. Maybe stupid. You can just tell me transparently if it is. Could I have a rope in my inventory. Could I lash myself to the broom and try to use it to propel me like through the water and try to get to my friends? Probably in individual moments, but is that a
Ooh.
thing that can happen?
Do you mean like use the broom to fly underwater?
Yeah.
No.
No.
You can tie the rope off the broom and have people grab it, but
Okay.
okay. Vamp for a second while I frantically
Okay.
Google, can you use the broom of flying underwater?
Magical flying.
I mean, your vision is that the broom is above water and you're holding onto the rope underneath it.
No, my idea was that I'm lashed myself to the broom itself, so that when I go underwater, Declan can't take it away from me.
Oh,
So that I can use it.
I thought you
I
were trying to
was-
sort of direct it from the sky while you like
No.
skimmed the like a skiing,
That is cool, though.
water skiing.
I was picturing an underwater jet ski.
That's kind of what I'm imagining as well. That's originally why I took it on the mission, because I was like, maybe we save people and I shoot out of the water with this. So it might be fulfilling its destiny.
Stunning.
So
Rules as written, it's weird. Rule of cool.
Rule of cool for sure.
There are lots of creatures that have a flying speed. Yeah. It's really like it's there's a huge debate, and I'm not going to read the huge debate.
Sure.
I am just going to say no.
damn. Okay. Fine. Fair.
Truly, the way your brain works makes me so happy.
Thanks. It's
Like
a problem.
multiple things you've done. I'm like, no, that's genius. That's wonderful.
Okay. So then, if Herodor has just surfaced, then I will use the rope and I will drop it to him. And Herodor, are you conscious? Are you okay? What's going on? Why did you go immediately back down? Where's Felicity? Where's Diego? What's going on?
That's why I'm trying to go back down to get them.
Mm-hmm.
I can swim in this. I've swum in weirder.
So can I maybe get the rope around Herodor? I want Herodor to be able to try again, but without the potential
being
loss
pulled
of him.
backward. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if your plan is to tie Herodor off, tie it against the broom, and then have Herodor dive down.
I
and
think
then
that's the
try
best I
and swim
can
and
do.
look. Yeah. Herodor, you can make another perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, even with the broom. I was hoping that would just cancel.
No,
It's
it's
more
not.
Yeah, it's
Doesn't
more to do with
affect.
conditions.
Yeah. I need to be able to see them is the problem. Wow.
Cool.
Because it was disadvantage. Wow.
Great.
6. Okay.
Great.
If it was normal, that would have been so much better.
Seraphina and Herodor, you are
Just
you
at
are
a loss.
Yeah, this is all you can think of doing is the swimming down and searching and looking.
Mm.
That's all I can do.
Diego, you feel this immense pressure, like just push down on you as the wall of water collapses. You feel your body strain against it. It feels like you are caught in something's grip and it is squeezing you, like it's trying to force the air out of your body. Make an athletics check for me.
I was given inspiration by somebody in the chat earlier, and I think this is a fantastic time to re-roll.
Okay, what did you get? Because I can't see your rolls.
Oh, I got a 4 there, but I'm going to cash in that inspiration from the chat earlier. 7.
Okay. You fight and you thrash, and then something hard hits you. It catches you right in your ribs, and the air is pushed out of you. You gasp, and you feel water fill you. And then a hand glides into yours, and fingers wrap around it. Dad, we're here now. You don't have to walk me inside. I'll be fine. And you see Felicia, red in the face, there is just this blush. She's wearing a dress, and you see how beautiful she is in this light chiffon and kind of crushed velvet little gown. Sarla had made it. And there's a small white flower tucked into her hair. And she looks beautiful. I'm gonna ask him. Okay, I'm going to ask him. You just let go of my hand.
I don't know what's happening.
It's as you look at her, you're in the Grand Adventure. There's garland and flowers everywhere. There's a cake. You see Malin Rowe set there, her face buried into her hands. Ora Wine and his husband Dominic trying to get people to sing happy birthday. Malin desperately trying to get him to sit back down in his seat. And you see Felicia making eyes at a dwarven man across the way. And he blushes as he sees her.
I've got this part of me that's screaming to not let go of her hand, to fight back about everything that's just happened, and some part of me that's like, yeah, of course, obviously, yeah, of course. I think I'd be too full of adrenaline and fear, and I couldn't let go.
She, like, it's not that she's trying to pull from you. She turns and she takes your other hand in hers. And she looks you straight in the eyes. That you did the same thing when I joined the Emberlight. I'm not a little girl anymore.
You're not. You're every bit as strong as your mother ever was. But listen, and I put my hands in her face. I don't know what's happening right now. I think I'm dying. If you could wake up. If I could wake up. I just need you to know, no matter what happens, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, sweetheart. And then I'm going to cast Starry Wisp right into her fucking head.
As you pull on the magic, the room fills with water. It just surges in from everywhere.
She fights for you, Diego. Your daughter. Even now, even as death pulls at her, her grief, her hurt, It's still there. It's still part of Felicia. But something feels different. Something has changed. I lingered in the deep and in the dark with those drowned, lost, and forgotten in Claro. And then I forgot myself. I became grief. I became dark. This pain, this hurt, cannot be carried by one alone. Through others, we can learn to continue, to move, to breathe, to exist, to love.
And you see this watery vision of Felicia embracing Numi, the young dwarven man who died in the vaults.
She wants me to tell you. She's not choosing to die. She's choosing you to live and to remember her.
No.
And to remember all of us
No.
at Claro.
She said she wanted to go home. She asked me to take her home.
Goodbye, Daddy. Tell Mom I love her. I'll remember you. Seraphina and Herodor. You spend hours searching frantically, desperately into the long and dark of the night. Some time passes, and you see boats coming from the banks of Achille Bridge. There's a half-orc woman, and she's holding up Felicity. We found her. She's alive. She's breathing, but
Oh, thank God.
what happened? Where's everybody? Where's Wallen?
I'm afraid there's a lot of people who have been lost to this. But thank you for finding Felicity. We'll tell you everything.
She's crying. And she reaches up and out to maybe take her or off the broom and kind of wrap, and she hands you blankets and everything she possibly can to like dry you off to
I'm not giving up. I'm going back in. I have to find Diego.
Has anyone found Diego or anyone else?
we're looking. We will search, but you need rest.
I can help.
I can't. No, I don't.
This is all our burden to bear.
If you continue to search with the villagers from Achille Bridge, a couple of hours pass. Some bodies are taken from the lake, but there's no sign of Diego.
And like,
At that point, I'm guessing we're at the point of exhaustion.
You were at the point of exhaustion before you started looking. You pushed through it, and I think even the villagers who'd come out to help, finding only the dead, finding no survivors, the call to begin the search again tomorrow morning at first light echoes across the group, and the boats turn back.
When Herodor gets pulled onto one of the boats, then he probably is curled up in the corner so that nobody can see him crying.
I think I'd pat his shoulder, sit down next to him. Let's go make camp. We need to rest.
It takes a little while to get back to the docks out of tiredness. You make your way up and out and back up the road towards Achille Bridge. And as the dock drifts behind you, you hear this soft, gentle song catch on the wind. Someone is singing. And everybody begins to look around who is it's an old song. It is a song of love and loss. It's a song of lament. And as people begin to turn back, standing on the docks, Seraphina and Herodor, for the briefest of moments, it looks as if there's a woman standing there holding a man in her arms.
I sprint over.
you find Diego. And nobody
Thank
else.
you. Even though we don't see anyone. Thank you so much for bringing him back. He's got stuff to do and family to love. Like he loved you, I suspect. And then I'm getting him away from that water.
The group are taken to the tavern, the Drowned Guppy. You are put to bed. A healer is brought to tend to Diego and Felicity. A day and a half passes before Felicity wakes. Sometime later, Diego rouses with one word. Felicia. And we end our session with Serafina, Herodor, Felicity, and Diego setting back on the journey towards Varan. One guild member lost. Okay. We are going to decompress after this. And we are going to chat amongst ourselves. And we are going to talk it out. And you can all be mad at me for a little bit. I'm Declan, and I have been your game master. I want to flag something very, very quickly to everybody, my players around my table and chat. That is thanks to Zool44.
Yeah. Thank you, Zool. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
That is what hope looks like in this world. It doesn't mean we win. It means we come out of this a little unscathed, a little less damaged. Thank you to everybody in chat who, I think, came to your aid massively.
Yeah.
Yes.
There was
Although I
inspiration.
am the only one who didn't receive inspiration, and I did notice.
No, I didn't either.
A massive, massive thank you to Gabrielle, Paul, Richard, and Monica for joining me this evening and every other session over the last month. No, I say month, it's been 2 months, but
2 months.
it's been 4 sessions. That was an absolutely wonderfully beautiful, if not slightly tragic story we got to tell together. So thank you all so much.
Declan, can I say one thing for Herodor?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
he leaves the list of people that he had written out with a quote just at the bottom of it, something that he had heard from his mum. For those we have lost, for those that we can yet save.
I think that's a lovely sentiment that tidies up our.
It's why he's there.
I want to quickly flag some other bits and pieces for D8 Dungeon. Most notably is our upcoming charity stream, D8 Dungeon Drive. It takes place at the end of August. If you have applied to, oh my god, why have so many people applied to run games this year?
Sorry.
So many people have applied to run games this year, and it's I'm gonna try and figure it out. Maybe I just don't sleep, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, if you want to get involved, if you want to find out a little bit more about it, then you can check out our expression of interest form at the moment. I'm contacting game masters tomorrow, and then we are hopefully going to have ideas for the games in the next week or two. Anybody that puts themselves forward as a player and wants to get early access, that expression of interest form is the best way to do so. We are still looking for candidates to take place in D8 Dungeon Mania. So if you want to take part in a PvP tournament for charity, get some glory and some honor. Things are a little bit up in the air at the moment. I hopefully will have everything kind of tied down the end of this week in terms of our affiliates and our friends that are joining us this year to help D8 Dungeon Drive. We are working with Project Hope again this year, and the event takes place the 28th to the 30th of August, not including the D8 Dungeon Mania preliminary matches and stuff like that. But there'll be plenty of games and shenanigans taking place over the weekend. We'd love for you to get involved. There's plenty of other D8 Dungeon content out there to check out. And that would be great in Game Master. I'm just going to give it a little shout out to our silly little podcast, Romancing the Dungeon. It's my baby. It's what started all of this. And this weekend we are recording the first episode of Campaign 2. So season 3 hasn't even finished, and we're already starting Campaign 2. And I'm so excited for it. It's going to be so dumb, but it's a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to shut up and leave it there. I'm just going to thank my wonderful table again. We are going to do a check-in now to see how everybody is. We're going to chat about stuff. We'll also do our Embers and Roads, so we won't bounce out of anywhere yet. But thank you, everybody. There is no Quiet Between this Wednesday, so I have Wednesday off. I might actually get to do other work. And I think Random DMs is on Thursday, but I'm not sure. I forgot. But keep an eye on our socials, which I also forget to do. But they're better than nothing. Right, that's it. I'm going to shut up. And I got to bounce. All right. Thank you, everybody. Mind yourselves. Take care.